Hey guys, Nathan here from JS Powersports, and today I'm working on a sled that has a fuel delivery issue, and it was easy to figure out why. One looked down in the tank and we saw all kinds of chunks of pickup hose and stuff all busted up, and so what we did was use the old grabby fingers here and picked out the chunks that we could while the fuel was draining out of it, then let it set for a couple days so the tank was completely dry. And this is very important, let it be completely dry. And then I went and found a piece of like a sump pump hose, maybe vacuum hose, whatever the heck this thing was at one time. And it was just the right size to shove down inside here. And then I hooked it up to the vacuum cleaner and sucked out the rest of the pieces, of the smaller pieces that were in there. And once again, make sure you do this when the tank has to be 100% dry, no fumes, because otherwise that thing will turn into a jet engine, catch on fire, and give you all kinds of problems. Don't ask me how I know that. I wanted to make sure inside that we got the old pickup out, and you see it's all gummed up and stuff. And this line, you know, you think you're getting non-ethanol fuel, but there's pretty much ethanol in everything, and this stuff is so brittle. Look at that. What you want to do is only let this hose run in there for about 3 to 4 years, and then pull the assembly out, replace the hose, maybe some of these other parts if you need to, and then put it back in. That way you're pulling the whole pieces out. You're not trying to pick all this crap out, which takes forever. Now this is the old grommet that goes in the tank. I absolutely do not recommend reusing these. I recommend getting the new one, because one little crack in this baby or imperfection where it doesn't fit in there just quite right anymore, this is already getting a little hard and dry, and you're going to have a fuel leak down, you know, underneath it's going to leak out of the tank in the front here. It's going to wind up underneath your engine, and then you're cruising along and somebody slows down for some reason, and you wind up hitting the old brakes here. And when that happens, sparks fly right down there off your disc, and you got a fire. And this thing, you know, you've seen sleds on the trail, they normally burn to the ground because you can't get the fire put out. There's too much gas and fumes and stuff. So avoid that. Use the cheap new parts, and well, nothing's cheap anymore, everything's expensive, but just use the new parts. Get it done right. As you can see, I've got this hose put together here for the new one with all new parts here. I'm reusing the fitting for the 440 because we took it out super clean, so we can reuse that. But the rest has all been replaced, and I'm gonna just put a little lube on this baby, shove it down in there, and then get this thing back up and running here. Now, because this was in pieces and chunks are all over inside there, we have to assume that some of those parts came down through the fitting, down through the fuel line here, wound up in the fuel pump, probably got pumped out of there and into the carbs, or at least in these, they could bottleneck up in these fittings right here going in the carbs. But because we had a fuel related issue with a broken hose inside the pickup, that means everything in the fuel system comes apart. So we're gonna pull that fuel pump out and rebuild that, and check all these lines, blow all the lines out. If they're old, we'll probably just replace these anyways. And then pull the bowls out here too, and make sure that there's no junk and debris down in the bottom there, because that would cause you to lean out if it plugged up a jet and pop an engine, and we don't want to do that. It's a lot cheaper just to take the time, go through it, rather than blow that thing up and have to wait for parts and so on. Anyways, so that's what I do first thing on a fuel system when we think we're having a fuel delivery issue. One of the hints when these hoses break is that the sled will run on a full tank of gas, but when it gets down to about a half a tank, all of a sudden it starts having trouble running. And everything I'm talking to you about applies to all sleds. Any sled could have this pickup line go bad in it, and they do. I would say they last about 3 or 4 years, and you should be pulling them out and replacing them. Just some general maintenance to throw on the list of things to do. And anyways, yeah, all the parts are available on our website, jspowersports.com. If you don't see something they're looking for, just give us a call or shoot us an email. We probably have it or can get it, and get it to you quick and get you back on the snow. So, hope you got some value out of the video here, and check out our website. There's all kinds of tech notes and stuff for, a lot of it's for IQR related, but will apply to other snowmobiles as well. And we'll keep bringing you some videos as we get time to do them here. It's been a hassle just trying to get time to do anything. But anyways, yeah, check us out, jspowersports.com.